Cause hello, it's Stylist Tarot in the house. And I'm headed to your reading today for Scorpio. Alright, what's going on with Scorpio in love? What are the energies surrounding Scorpio in love? Let's see. What's coming up for you? So, this is for the rest of January, as you know. We're going to see what's coming up for you. Alright. So what's coming up for Scorpio? Almost a Sagittarius. Some of you doing a Sagittarius or a fire sign. I got Libra in my head as well, but we're not doing it off the top of my head. Okay, that's it. One more shuffle. So right now I'm going to see what happened between you two in the past, or the energy for the past. So in the past you have the Star reversed, the Eight of Swords reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed. Here's this communication. Some of you, somebody stopped speaking to you, you feel left out from someone, or you feel very distant, because you're the Five of Pentacles in the current moment. Some of you feel a bit distant or left out from someone, I feel like in the past, they stopped communicating with you, or you had to stop communicating with them. Somebody left this situation in the past, or gave up on it, and either you had to stop speaking to them, or they stopped speaking to you, is what it's referencing. Coming into the current moment, you're the Five of Pentacles, so I feel like some of you feel left out in the cold, or you feel like you got a new love coming in. There's a new connection coming in. It's so strange. It feels like it's new. Why it's all happening, the Three of Swords. Yeah, you definitely had a separation with someone, or you had, you distanced. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Hey, Liberty, how you? Okay, here we go. How y'all doing? So I feel like some of you had a separation with someone, or had a severance, and it's all happening due to the Three of Swords. But I think there's new love coming into your life as well. I'm also going to check to see how the person you had severance with feels about you. Some of you had it involved a love triangle. I have to say that for why it's all happening. All right, so best case scenario, King of Cups. I see some of you have a brand new lover coming in. It's emphasizing that ×3. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like your last reading said a similar storyline that somebody knew was coming into your life. The last Scorpio read I just did. So some of you, I see you getting emotionally balanced since you've severed ties with this person. I see you getting better emotionally, all right? Or just becoming more balanced emotionally, all right? How you see yourself's the Hermit card. So you're kind of withdrawing from somebody. I'm talking to you, dope ass vibe. That's what coming towards you, the Knight of Cups reversed. You feel like you know the truth about someone. You two may communicate at some point later in the month, or are you the Five of Pentacles? Some of you feel left out in the cold. You've seen the reality of a situation, what it keeps telling me. Like you're seeing something for what it is. You're aware that this situation's a waste of time, or you're aware it's a situation that's not going to lead you to where you want to be in life. And I think that either you had to sever ties with someone, or they severed ties with you. I'm starting to think that either somebody stopped speaking to you in the past, or you had to stop speaking to someone. All right, is what it's telling me. Why is this Ace of Cups here? Is this Ace of Cups somebody new or old? New, upright, old, reversed. Okay, I got a reverse devil. So reverse would imply that it's, okay, I do see you have a new connection coming in, but it says this past person still has feelings for you, but they're choosing their emotions over, they're choosing their sanity over emotions. It's almost as if they love you still, or they have that deep emotion for you, but they're choosing to get over this, and they're not trying to offer themselves to this anymore. All right, I feel like a newer connection's coming in for you, and I think that there was, why is this Three of Swords here for? The Two of Wands. So somebody had a decision to make and they wasn't making it. That's okay. Some of you, there was a separation because somebody wasn't making a decision between two people, or just not making a decision whatsoever. All right. I feel like this person does have emotion for you, but I think they're choosing to they're choosing their mental well-being over emotions right now. It's almost as if they're trying to get over you and take a step back. All right, they're trying to get over you and take a step back, and they're kind of emotionally unavailable right now, or kind of closed off. And I think that a part of you kind of misses this person, one, or you feel left out, or you feel like there's a lot of distance between you two. I feel like a separation happened, or a separate. That Three of Swords is my separation card, all right? It's my card of distance. It's not a card you want in a love reading, I'll tell you that. Anytime it's popped out for any personal readings I was doing for a client or whoever, it always would predict a breakup. Like I would get a call back or a message back from the person I read for and said, Tyler, you were right. It was we separated. Or he or she told me they didn't want me no more. Who gives a shit, right? Well, actually, you should give a shit about that. But usually, it can be like a hint or like a breakup about to occur. Now, for some of you, this has already happened, or a distance. Even if you were never with the person, I just feel like you two became separate, or you're separate now. All right, King of Cups. Why is that there? I see you emotionally getting yourself together, and you not wanting to feed this situation anymore. It's kind of like you're going to go into a period where you withdraw from it ultimately. How you see yourself is the Hermit card and the Eight of Cups reversed. And the Queen. So right now you may be diving into your work or putting your work or your business as a main priority right now, Scorpio. So you may be finding yourself withdrawing, although you can't completely walk away from this entirely. You're still emotionally clinging to it. I think at the same time you're diving into what you do for work or your career or your finances, all right? This is somebody you feel like you know the truth about. Somebody may feel like they know the truth about you as well, just saying. Somebody's a fellow water sign. I also have Capricorn, and I have fire sign too. Somebody's an Aries or a Taurus, but I get, 1 second. Okay. What caused the issue in the past? Give me what was Scorpio doing versus what the person they were dealing with doing. You were doing the Tower card. You were kind of let's call it okay. I don't see you two are completely done right now. What were you doing? I'm about to call. Ooh. So some of you, let me call you. Okay, I'm adding a new portion to my general reads for each sign. It's called "Let Me Call Your Ass Out." It's actually not called that, but I thought, well, I'm going along with the moment, and that's what I feel like it needs to be called. So let's see what part you played in this connection with this person you obviously are disconnected with. Two of Cups reversed. You were a bit unpredictable. You were very unpredictable. I think you did things, said things very spontaneously, or you really just let your ass hang out at times. And I think there was things you were saying, doing, or you were very explosive. If it's not that, you were unpredictable. You were doing the Tower card. Some of you would, like, when things were going good, you would say, I'm leaving, I don't want to deal with this no more. You would have sudden spouts, or you went crazy than a shithouse rat. Like, I just felt like you were kind of doing a little too much. Let's see what they were doing. Two of Cups reversed. Some of you, they would break it off with you, or they would withdraw spontaneously. Wow, this is telling a specific story here. Okay, why was you doing the Tower card? Why was that there? Some of you were like you kind of acted a little bit unstable, is what it's telling me. You acted a bit unstable with this person. I think that you had some unpredictable, who doesn't, right? But I think that honestly, some of you were a bit unpredictable at some of the things you were saying, doing. Some of you were acting fickle, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I think that that's what this person observed in you when they were dealing with you, or when they're dealing with you, whether it's past or present. And I feel like this person, they would act like they want to break it off with you, or they would withdraw all of a sudden. They'd act sneaky. They were doing the Seven of Swords. Some of you, they would avoid how they feel about you, or they would hide how they feel about you. They would act sneaky, or some of you perceive them as somebody who was sneaky. So look, I was telling all these weird storylines. Let's just go to the next portion. Fuck it. All right. So how does this person see you? I think that here's what I'm getting. The whole reason your reading is going down is the Three of Swords. And that tells me one thing, or actually tells me many things. But if your whole reading is going down due to the Three of Swords, that's why it's all happening. That means you severed ties, or there's somebody you're not on the best of terms with the Three of Swords. Some of you, this can indicate love triangles where there's just more than two people involved. But let's just stay off the love triangle storyline for the time being, and let's go to some of you are just distant from someone. You had a breakup. If it's not a breakup, you disconnected. You had some type of separation or distance with one another. All right, is what it's telling me. And let's see how they see you. The Five of Wands reversed. Right now, they feel like you've kind of withdrawn. How do you see them? The Chariot. You feel like they're distant right now from you. They could be at a long distance from you. Or you feel like there's somebody who's getting away from you. So you feel like this person is the one that got away, or you are the one you feel is getting away, but you feel like you feel very distant from this person. Like, I feel like some of you feel like you couldn't get this person back if you wanted to, or you may feel like they're too far out of your hands at this point. I kind of get this energy of you seeing this person as someone who got away or is getting away, and you feel very distant from them. Like you feel like you couldn't reel them back in or get them back if you wanted to, all right? I kind of feel like you feel distant from this person, all right? How they see you is the Five of Wands reverse and the Four of Swords reverse. Now they see how you've kind of withdrawn or taken a step back, but I think at the same time, they think you're coming back their way. They think that you're restless over them. They think that you're going to make a return to them, or that you're going to come around to them. So you may have been acting withdrawn, or you're acting withdrawal from the person right now, but they think at any moment you're going to come back their way, all right, and try to work things out with them. So this is how they're seeing you. This is perception. And I feel like for some of you, you feel like this person is the one that's getting away or has got away. You feel like they're being very non-communicative, is what it's telling me. You feel like they're very closed off too. I think that you see this person easily. Hear me out. I think that you feel like this person is slipping out of your hands in some way, form, or some shape or form. I feel like you feel like this person's getting away from you. I feel like for some of you, they've gotten away from you. You feel like this person's out of your hands. You feel like they're not. You feel out of control of the situation. And I feel like they think that you've taken a step back, but at any moment you're going to return, or that you're going to. They may feel like you're very busy right now, or that some of you, they think that you're dealing with others. I got a lot of storylines here in the Scorpio read. Again, I keep seeing you as a tower. Some of you had very unpredictable ways, or the things you did and said kind of affected this person. Some of the things you did and said, or the way you said and did things, may have left an impression on this person. I'm just saying. We all have meltdowns, folks. You're not a fucking saint. You're not an angel. Nobody's perfect, except me, of course. But that's beside the point. Just joking. I'd like to think I'm perfect. I feel like you did things, and I think you said some things, or you may have came off a certain way to this person that made you seem a little bit cuckoo nest, or a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, or whatever you want to call it. That's what I kind of feel. They also feel like you're not about no drama right now. Here's my thing, Scorpio. Let me call a duck, and I'm not going to keep glossing over the issue here. Oh, Tony, that can't be my story. Let it not be your story. All right? If you want to be Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, then by all means do it. All right? You go be the perfect person you are. You're the second coming of Jesus, ain't you? You're perfect. Not just saying. What I kind of get is they see how you've taken a step back, and that you're not about the drama right now. Five of Wands reverse. I'm starting to think that this person thought you were some drama king and or queen, and now they've seen you withdrawn, and they're expecting you to come back their way at any point, or like to start something with them at some point. Like they feel like you're coming back there. They feel like you're going to do the initiation, basically, is what I'm trying to say. All right? But that's the perception reading. I could be totally off, but who gives a shit, right? Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do a singles read. What about singles? What about singles? Okay, here we go. What about, okay. All right, let's do this. The Devil card. You're the devil? The energy representing you right now is a Devil card. So okay. Your challenge is the Six of Swords. Singles. Singles. It's all happening due to the Ten of Cups reverse. Are you obsessed with a situation you wanted to be the end all be all? And please don't piss on my leg and tell me that it's the coffin kicking in. Just go along with it, all right? The Devil. Okay, so basically your current energy is the Devil card. I think there's somebody you're already obsessed with, or you've developed an obsession with somebody, quite frankly. You're challenged by the Six of Swords. Your challenge is to move on from something, but I feel like, honestly, you're kind of obsessed. I have to keep it real. I don't think this is a singles read for people that are not involved. I think it's for ones that recently had a situation not pan out how they wanted it to. That's what I'm kind of getting. All right. In the past, the Nine of Wands reverse, you gave up a while back, or you gave up previously, but it's almost as if like you gave up on the happy ending with this person. All right, is what it's telling me. Ooh. It says you see yourself as the full reverse. Like some of you, you'll never love again. And I don't mean that predictive wise. The song I just got in my head was I'll never love again. Oh, like Speechless. I hate to say I know that the lyrics to that song, but Speechless. So some of you are in this you're being a drama king and queen. What are you doing? Like you're just doing too much. You're in this mindset. I'll never love again. I'll never be able to trust anybody again. I thought this was the end all be all. They led me astray. You feel hurt by somebody that you put. See, that's what happens. You put expectations into a situation, and you end up getting burned in the end. All right, never put your expectations on the things. Go into it hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. See what I'm saying? And I think that some of you need to really keep that mindset. Go into it hoping for the best, but expect the worst. All right? I do see a person coming into your life, an air sign. I do see somebody coming into your life. King of Wands, and I see you really getting your mojo back. You're headed toward something long term. I do see something long term coming up for you. All right, eventually. I mean, see what I'm saying? Why is the best case scenario the Ten of Pentacles? Ooh, I see a relationship coming your way. I don't think a lot of you single ones will be single for long. Just saying. A lot of you won't be watching me in the future because you'll find somebody. Just saying. That's really what I'm getting in my head, that you won't be watching me for long. Because I feel like I feel like there's a relationship coming your way in 2020, or a connection that could run the potential to be something. Where you're headed toward is the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, that's pretty good. What's the past this person that they saw it all with? What's their actions toward them? Right now, that person's being closed off. I think right now, the person that you saw it all with, single Scorpios, right now they're kind of closed off. But I think at some point they will come back towards you. All right, Four of Swords reversed is what they're going to do in the future. Seven of Wands upright is what they're doing right now. So they're kind of closed off, but I do feel you will see you haven't heard the last of this person. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. All right, you have not heard the last of this person. But I think that some of you are going to find somebody really good for you. All right, I know that's easier said than actually. I know that's easier. Who gives a shit, right? But I feel like you're going to find somebody. I just feel like you haven't seen the last of that person. You don't trust them, but you see yourself as the full reverse. Why is that? Some of you are afraid to put yourself out there. You're very detached. You see yourself as the full reverse, the King of Swords upright, and the Justice card. So you are an honest person, single ones. But you don't trust anybody as far as you can throw them. Full reverse is my card of fear or trust issues. So you're seeing yourself as somebody who has trust issues, or you're very detached, cold. And I feel like some of you are a little fearful to put yourself out there, but I mean, put fear to the wayside. You got one life to live. Well, actually, I don't believe in that whole one life to live scenario. I feel like we live more than once. But look, let's just pretend that you only have one life to live, all right? And there is no do-overs. Like, live this life to the fullest, all right? Is what I want to say. I don't know why I'm saying all this shit. You know I'm not motivational. Hell, I can barely motivate myself to get up and freaking go use the restroom, let alone trying to motivate people about love. Just saying. All right. Okay, let's do this. All signs, all the way from Aries to Pisces, what can you tell me? All signs, all the way from Aries to Pisces, what can you tell me? Okay. Hello, how y'all doing? Okay. You're dealing with Aries, they're kind of like really wanting to fight for this. They still want to grow and expand with you. The Taurus is moving on and taking a break. Don't expect much communication out of them. The Gemini is kind of low-key obsessed, but you may not feel like they are because they don't really put a lot of effort in, but they're very connected to you. The Cancer wants to come back your way, even though this situation, you and this person are you and this Cancer are pretty much out of style at this point, but they still don't want to give up on this, all right? You're done with a Leo, that's coming to an end. I think you'll two make a mutual agreement to end this, or it's just that even if it's not a mutual agreement, I feel like you two will just let sleeping dogs lie is the thing I get in my head. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the communication will happen, but it'll be very on and off between you two. If you're dealing with a Libra, they're a waste of time, or they think I think that's a waste of time. You two need to heal and move on. The Scorpio is very guarded, kind of closed off and defensive. They don't let their guard down, but they're very interested. They really want to push this through. The Sagittarius is obsessed with you, but they're putting on the front like they're not, but they're obsessed. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, it says that basically they're avoiding you because there's three people actually there may be three people involved, whether on your behalf or theirs. You may find them avoiding you or you avoiding them. If you're doing an Aquarius, I don't see that going anywhere. I don't see any emotional expressions or any type of breakthrough between you and an Aquarius. You and the Pisces will offer you a relationship, or I'm seeing a relationship between you and this Pisces, all right? Could be a bit short-lived relationship, but I see a connection between you two, all right? And so with that being said, you all have a good one, and I will talk to you later, all right? Y'all have a good one. Be aware of love triangles. Some of you need to be careful with love triangle. I keep getting love triangle energy in your spreads. I tried to avoid it throughout the whole thing, but yeah. All right, y'all have a good one.